Hello all, welcome back to the new video. Here in this video, we are going to discuss about what is Ubuntu, first of all Linux and its flavors, and importance of Ubuntu as if you are into software field, IT field. It is very much important to know about Ubuntu as a Linux operating system, where many operating systems, in the companies uses this. Why? Because it is widely available and open source, and how the file permissions works, and some basic commands regarding the permissions, and I will give some idea about all these things. And first of all, we'll go through the flavors of Linux and its some futures best for like that, and some real world use cases, especially if you are a DevOps or SecOps or tester developer. It will be helpful. Okay, and I will give some final tips at the end of the video. So without further ado, let's enter into the video. First of all, we need to know what is Linux. Linux was the one of the operating system. Yeah, Linux distribution. It is a one of the distribution where the complete operating system is built around Linux kernel. Okay, kernel was Linux combined with the software packages to create a functional environment with the different Linux distributions. And these are the some popular Linux distribution. The one was Ubuntu, where it is a wide open source. All these flavors are open source, and this is best for beginners and developers, and can be used easily, and easy to operate and manage. Okay, and package manager was apt was the package manager, and this was use case for ideal desktop and cloud computing and server enrollments. Okay, and this was the some example command when we are using with Ubuntu, sudo apt update and sudo apt upgrade, any command we need use. Okay, and moving to the next one, CentOS. it is a it is best for enterprise, for business, some stability needed, and package manager was yum or dnf, and for enterprises, cloud enrollments, and mission critical applications, we can use this particular thing. And Debian, it is best for looking for stable and reliable systems, and use case was servers, cloud, and system requiring long-term support, then they can go with the Debian. And Fedora is for developers and administrators and tech enthusiasts, where a new software tax is coming. This Fedora is good for them. And Arch Linux, and many flavors are also there. I just gathered some popular favorites. First of all, if you are a beginner, then I suggest go with the, what we can say, Ubuntu or Fedora. Okay, and yeah, let's now, the main topic of this particular video was about the Ubuntu. Okay, yes, this was the about Ubuntu. First of all, what is Ubuntu? Ubuntu is one of the free open source Linux based operating system. Okay, within the Linux, it is the one of the flavor. Okay, and it was developed by Canonical. It was that person name, and widely used for servers, cloud computing, and development as well. Okay, it is majorly preferred for DevOps engineers and cyber security and enterprise environments, while Kali Linux is mainly designed for penetration testing purpose. Okay, and this was the some we can say why important the Ubuntu. It most of the companies uses a Linux servers, uh, and if you see what cloud providers also, they can opt for these services. Okay, while selecting the OS flavor, it will ask you to choose which one, like Linux, Windows, or Ubuntu, like that. And it was very secure, stable, and widely used for these, like DevOps, AI, ML, cybersecurity, and networking. It supports powerful automation scripts and serverless server management, and it is open source, no licensing cost for business. We can directly use. Okay, we don't need to pay like that. And these are the some commands where, as a beginner, you need to learn. Uh, let's go one by one. For just checking current user, uh, just type who am I, and to check the host name, like IP address, you can write the host name, and sorry, IP address is IP conf and ifconf, and kernel version you can check by using uname -a, and show the ID and the groups, just type ID. Okay, and moving to the file directory management, where you can manage the files, view the directories, create, delete, everything can be performed. LS will list the directories, and PWD will show the current directory where you are currently there, and CD hyphen CD, not hyphen, CD space and path or file name, you can move into that particular directory, and mkdir space directory name, it will create a new directory with the directory name what you are specifying, and rm hyphen rf space directory name, where it is going to remove the directory. We need to be careful while like deleting or removing any directories. Okay, and you can file operation, like you can perform the task by using this. You can manage the files. Okay, cat, where we can view the content in the file, cat hyphen file name. Okay, and nano is also for you can edit file using nano editor. Okay, mm. Cat file we cannot edit, just we can view the content. Nano we can edit the content. And cp space ser space, we can copy the like a source. Cp, the command was cp space source path space destination path, where it will copies the code or file or existing data from source path to destination path. And rm hyphen file, where it is going to delete the file. And this was the process management. Let's say if you wanted to show all the running processes, you can use ps aux, and monitor system resource usage, you can use top command. And if you wanted to kill any process by pid, kill hyphen kill space pid. uh, if you wanted to kill by name, kill the process by name, and by pid, two processes will be there. If you wanted to kill by name, then pkill space name should be the command. And this was the package management commands. Let's say if you wanted to refresh the package list, then sudo apt update. And if you wanted to upgrade all packages, sudo apt upgrade. Update is different, where it is going to refresh. Upgrade will upgrade all the packages. Okay, to a new version whatever available. And to install the packages, sudo apt install space package name. And to remove the packages, sudo apt remove package name. And these were the some networking commands for showing the IP address, network interfaces, ifconfig. Here only IP address will be shown. And test the internet connectivity by using ping google.com or ping any IP address what you know you are able to reach out that particular server or not, you will get to know. Get http headers, where curl hyphen I space url HTTP headers will get wget URL, where it will download the file from the URL. Let's say if you wanted to download source code from Git repository, wget space Git repository, and output where we need to store, we need to specify -out o space and a path name or file name you can give that will stores in that particular destination. Okay, and user permission management. This was the user permission management. Let's say if you wanted to add a user, we can use sudo add user and username, and to set password for the user, sudo passwd and username, and to change the file permissions, it is chmod 755 space file. 7 indicates first like your own permissions, 5 indicates group permissions, and 5 indicates all other permissions. Okay, here in this case you can do 4, I mean there will be a file permissions, I will discuss about that. 4 2 and 1 will be there, where it is for writing, sorry, read permission, and it is for reading, and 2 is for writing, and 1 is for execution. Okay, and here if you combine this 4 3 4 plus it is 7. Okay, now you have all the permissions. If it is 5, then 4 plus 1, right? Then they have read and execute permission only, they don't have write permissions. Like that it will be calculated. I will cover in brief in next 1 to 2 minutes. Okay, and the next command was to change the ownership of the file, chown and current user semicolon user destination user space whatever the file you wanted to change the ownership. Okay, and yeah, this was the Linux file permissions, where we are going to discuss each and everything. Here in this case, first of all we need to know what is file permissions. Linux file permissions determine who can access, who can modify, and who can execute a file on a system. File permissions are essential for ensuring a system security. Okay, no one without any permission they cannot do any task. Okay, this file permissions is going to manage that particular thing. And these are the some permission categories, where owner, that means you as a user, where who can owns that particular file, and group a set of users grouped together with the common access permissions, and others. These are the sequence: owner, groups, and others. Everyone else not in the owner or group category. Okay, and whoever accept in the group category, they can come at the end. And this was the permission types. First one, read. This is also in sequence, this is also in sequence, and this is also in sequence. Read, it will allows viewing of files content, or listing a directory content, whatever the content is that they just can view. Okay, by using ls and ls-a, and they can use cat command. Okay, that will works. If they use what for editing of nano command and file name, then it is not going to work for them. Okay, sorry, it will work for them, and only if they have a write permissions, then they can able to edit. Okay, if they will only have read permission, they cannot able to use a nano command. Write permissions, what it will do was it will allows the users to modify the file, or and adding or removing files into the directory. And the third permission was execution permission. It will allows the users to run the file as a program or script. Okay, execution of permission. This is also in sequence. Remember, first permission categories was owner, groups, and others, and permission types was read, write, and execute, or WX. Okay, or in the sense read, W write, X execute. And let me show you one example. This was the example for file permission. Here what exactly we are doing was, here we are giving a it was showing a file permissions, okay, ls hyphen la, where or else there is another command also, ls hyphen lart something, where we can check the file name, file size, when it was created, what permissions they have, okay, like that. Now here this indicates the same, where there is a 3 categories here. These are the file permissions, and this was the size, and this was the date, and this was the file name, okay. Here what the first one I said, here we need to divide till 3. Let me zoom it, you will then clearly understand. Yeah, here we need to divide into 3, okay, till here 1, and till here 1, and till here 1, okay. Here redo write execute, and here redo write execute, here redo write execute, okay. Sorry, I did some mistake. I moved the line one step before. Let me read some. Yeah, I think it is usable, okay. This was the all permissions. This is just a dash. Yeah, first read will come, okay. This is user, this is towards group, this is others, okay. And here user can perform 7, okay. 7 in the sense they can read, they can write, they can execute, okay. Here the groups can perform as I said, read indicates 4 number, okay. Write indicates number 2, and execute indicates number 1. If you combine these 3, then it will become 7, right? So user have 7, and groups have 4 plus 1, that means 5. Now the others have only read, that means 4, they don't have other permissions. This is how let's say if you write a command like sorry, I think some screen is not visible. Sorry, I haven't checked. Basically, yeah, let me once again frame that. Read indicates 4 was the number, and write indicates 2 was the number, and X indicates 1, okay. Read, write, execute, okay. So by combining all these 3, 4 to 1, it is 7, right? So first you as a owner have a 7 was the number, and others here read plus execute only 4 plus 1, 5. Here are only, then 4 was the number, okay. I think you got a clear idea about how it is going to be calculated. Now let's say if let me show the command where we have checked the example command. Yeah, if you see here in this particular command, chmod 755 and file name, what exactly the permissions will be given now here. For owner it is every permission, okay. Read, sorry, as I said, 7 indicates owner, read, write, execute, okay. And this one others, second, that means 5 only they can read, they cannot write, and they can execute, okay. And again this 5 for others groups, they can also perform the same, read, and they cannot edit, they can execute, okay. This is how you need to understand the file permissions, okay. And Yeah, this is the like example command. Here in this particular script, what it was happening, 755 same command actually, and changing ownership was this one actually. From user to group, it was changing the ownership. User was like current, present, semicolon, after that it was destination. Okay, it was changing the ownership of the file. Okay, I think I hope you got some idea about some basic points regarding the Ubuntu, and it's been too much time. It's been around 20 minutes, and these are the, let me cover just little points and let's wind up. Okay, this was the real world use cases where we can run applications by using Ubuntu, and we can manage cloud services, AWS, GCP, Azure VMs, and Ubuntu. I mean, in these all use cases, these are the use cases, real-time use cases of Ubuntu. Docker and Kubernetes containerization application can be run on Linux based environments, CI/CD pipelines where Jenkins, GitLab, Azure DevOps, GitHub Actions are used as the Linux servers. Security audits, Ubuntu is used for penetration testing and firewalls and SIEM tools. Okay, and we are at the end. Um, just start your basic commands before you moving to the advanced scripting. Why? Because the basics are very much important to understand the advanced things. And you can use VirtualBox or else WSL, where Windows subsidiary Linux for practicing purpose. Within the Windows only you can download this. Okay, and also you can try with the cloud platforms. You can go with T2 Micro. If it is AWS, then you don't need to pay, and you can delete the instance once it is used. Okay, you can learn shell scripting for automating the repetitive task. And also one more thing, in different Linux flavors, the commands might differ. I mean, a little difference on commands will be there, but there is no much difference. Okay, I think this is the video. I wanted to share a content about a beginner's guide, what need to do. No, okay, if possible, I will get some series of videos in future regarding kind of tutorials where it will helps you to bring and have your learning in structured manner. Okay, stay tuned for more videos. Thank you.